Hi, I'm Kannan and I'm going to show you how to use Arduino in your projects. This is an Arduino and we call it as Arduino Uno. This is a microcontroller based board and you can use this for your small projects. And it has a digital input output and analog input and output. There is a 13 pin where you can use this as a digital pins and it can used as an input and as output. And there is a 6 pin, there is an analog pin, and this analog pin can also be used as input and output. And there is a power pins. These are all 3.3 volt power supply and 5 volt power supply and grounds. These power can be used power up a small LED but not big load as a motor. If you see, this is a serial port where you can connect with your computer and write a program with this. And this is a power port where you can give a power supply to it, and this can be used for a standalone project. And this is a reset button. This is the basic construction of a Arduino Uno. We'll see a small example of glowing LED on and off. For that project you need only three things. One is an Arduino Uno board, and another one is an LED. This is a green LED, you can use it, and another one is a data cable. This cable can be connected easily, and at other end will be a USB port where you can connect with your computer, and this end will connect with the Arduino. See, I'll show you how to do it. This is how you connect it, and we can see how to download this IDE, and I'll show you in the screen. Now I'm going to show you how to download Arduino IDE, and you can go to that web browser, any web browser, and type in this link, like let's say www.arduino.cc. In this case I have given my link in the description. You can go directly, so it will get you to this download page, and here you can download the software based on your system requirements. Like let's say mine is Windows 10, so I can just download this, or there is another option called zip file. If you click that, it will start downloading. You can actually contribute something for Arduino. Here you can choose directly just download, and if you download it, it will sit in this computer. So I have already downloaded, so I'll show you how to install it. So it's over here, so I'm clicking that. If you double click that, you will have a page coming in. Okay, it's just a normal software installation. This Arduino IDE is nothing but a small software where it will act as a communication between your computer and your Arduino, where you can write all the programs that is based on C coding, and it is easy to learn, and it will directly send that program to your Arduino. So all you need to do is you need to install this. Okay, the program is now completed and it is installed in your system, and you can directly go to this icon where you'll have a shortcut. And okay, now if you double click this icon Arduino, and your software will open, and I'll show you how to write a small program called Blink. So you can go for a new project, and click this file, and the new project will open. And here we are going to turn on this LED for a certain period of time and turn off the LED for a certain period of time. this is what we are going to do. So in order to write a program, this is void setup. You have to write in all the program will contain this void setup and void loop. Void setup is nothing but you'll define that pin, and what is that pin is going to operate. Is it going to operate as output, or is it going to operate as an input? So in our program, we are going to use an LED, that is nothing but an output. So we'll define that. How you define is PIN M in capital MODE. So you can see the color changes. So this is the open bracket and close bracket, and I usually do this colon at last, and I'm defining a certain task to a certain pin. Like let's say I'm going to use 13 pin, so I'm going to take that 13 pin as LED. You can just name it by anything that you want, and I'm just giving a comma, and you're going to define what this LED is going to do. It is going to do output as an output, so we are going to write as an output, that is to OUT, all in caps. So that means now you have set this you have given that LED as an output, and here we have to define what is LED. Like let's say LED is an integer, so I'll put as an int, and I'll assign this LED to pin number 13 and semicolon. So now what happened, that LED, if the system is going to run the program, it will think that LED is an integer and it is assigned to a 13 number pin. So this is how we are assigning a pin. At the same time, we are going to assign as what this pin is going to do. Is it going to do output or input? Okay. Second, we'll come to the void loop. Void loop is nothing but it will loop again and again, which is infinity times. It will loop again and again until and unless you break this loop, it won't come out. So and always the microcontroller will run one line at a time. It won't read like entire program at once. It will execute one by one. So now I'm gonna do the same thing here. Here I'm declaring again that LED pin, because we are going to use that LED in this loop as well. So I'll declare int LED semicolon, and I'm gonna use digital write, WRITE. So digital write is a code where you are telling to do specific task. Like let's say I'm gonna put LED comma high semicolon. So here what I'm doing, I'm using a digital pin, so I'm writing as a digital write, or if you're using analog, you can write as an analog write, where you can use for an analog. So here what I'm doing, I'm just putting this pin number 13 high. So the same thing. So if you want to do blink, like let's say on and off, now I have turned on this. So, and I'm gonna wait for some time for to turn on that. Like let's say for that I'm using a code called delay. Delay is nothing but it will execute that same line for certain period of time. That time can be defined as how much ever you want. Like for example, I'm just using 500 milliseconds, and again another I'm gonna turn off this same LED. So for that is same coding, like let's say digital here I'm going to turn off this LED. Look, you can see I'm using all caps, and for the control thing I'm using in right, like say digital right will be the encapsulator, so that will be understood by this IDE. So now I have turned off, but I need to hold certain period of time this turn off position. So I'm again writing this delay for 500 milliseconds. So now if you this is what we are doing now. So you can play around with the time delay, like let's say you can use for 1000 milliseconds or 500 milliseconds. It depends on how fast it is. The lesser the time, the blink will be faster. If you want to prolong that blink for longer period of time, you need to increase the time. You can play around with that. And now once you finish all this program, you have to check whether this program is right or wrong. For that, if you see, you can see this tick button, right? If you click that, what it will do is it will first try to save this program as what we are doing. So that I'll put it as blink. So you saved it. So once you save it, this will compile the program, whether the program is good to upload. So what it will do, it will execute entire program once, and it will tell us it is okay to transfer your code. So now it takes a little bit time for that. So yeah, now you can see this this compiler shows how much percentage that program contains, and whether it is good or bad. Is there any if any error message comes in, it will show in the red or orange color. Now all you need to do is to upload. This is an upload button. Where you click it, what will happen is it will compile again. So we are getting some error message because now I have connected a microcontroller to your Arduino or to your laptop or system, but you have to tell this program what kind of board that you have connected and which COM port that you have connected. So for that you need to go to the tools and see, I'm gonna tell my board as Arduino Uno, and again I go to the tool. See, here the port is there. The port is, there are 3 ports which is shown here, right? But in that it will automatically detect, and it shows that COM14 is an Arduino port. So I have to give that port, and again I'll just click that upload button. So now again it will compile, and so it starts uploading now, and in few seconds it will upload, and it will tell what is happening. We said I'm gonna connect this LED to the microcontroller. See, I'm gonna connect positive terminal to 13 pin and the other negative terminal to the ground. Now if I connect a power supply to that with this cable, this is a serial port cable where you can connect to the Arduino like this and give a power to it. It will restart. Now it blinks. Now we can play around with this time delay. Like let's say if I want to blink this LED faster, I can reduce the time, that on period and off period.